It's one thing you can do as a woman to protect yourself if you feel unsafe in public because of a man.
We are living in a world where things are getting from bad to worse. It is dangerous to walk alone. It is dangerous out there for women, for girls, for young girls, for ladies, for even older women out there. It is so dangerous. We need to protect ourselves. We need to, be at alert. We need to be alarmed, because the kind of news I've been seeing these days is getting too much. Okay. And I would like to ask, what do you think a woman can do to protect herself in the public when probably she's alone, she's just walking on the street alone, she went somewhere alone, she traveled alone? You can go to another country alone and you're alone. What do you think a woman can do to protect herself? Because we need to discuss things like this, because these men are not changing. They are not trying to stop harming women. So we need to find a way to protect ourselves. I have a few videos to share with you. Let's go ahead and watch the videos together. And I would also like to know your own thoughts down in the comment section. Of course, I will share my own thoughts at the end of the video. And then let's watch the video together, and I'll be back to share my thoughts at the end of the video.
It's one thing you can do as a woman to protect yourself if you feel unsafe in public because of a man. I have an associate's degree in law enforcement criminal justice, and I studied criminal psychology. In one of my criminal psychology classes, we talked specifically about predator versus prey mentality and body language in humans. My professor posed this question to the women that were in the room. Out of 30 people, there was only like 6 of us women. He asked the women, what do you do if you feel like you're being targeted in any way by a man in public? My initial thought was to turn towards him and square towards him. And he said, yes, but also you need to make eye contact with this person. He said, within animals, a predator will see if a prey animal will make eye contact with it. And if the prey animal does not make eye contact, this tells the predator that this animal is weak. He said, by making eye contact with any man who you feel is threatening you in any way, on a biological level, you are telling him that you are not a prey animal. And if you really want to get psycho on him, and trust me, this works, open your eyes as big as you can so that they can see the whole entire iris. This is usually a dead giveaway for serial murderers and sociopaths. Think Jeffrey Dahmer, Charles Manson. Something in the human brain, when they see the whole entire iris, it tells the human brain this person is a literal psycho. So ladies, it works. Turn towards this person, stand up as tall as you can, square your shoulders, make eye contact, try not to blink, open your eyes as big as you can. When they see the whole entire iris, it tells the human brain this person is a literal psycho.
When I talked about us ladies needing to take our power back, this is partly what I was talking about. Ladies, we hold the power. We have the power. They are scared of us. There is a reason why they are so reactive to us women. And that's because deep down inside, they have a deep fear of us and our inherent power, and that one day we're all gonna wake up and abandon them, because they deserve that and they know it. Because the truth is that they're nothing more than predators, and predators are nothing more than bullies. And what do bullies do? They prey on the weak, because they're too scared to go up against the strong and the powerful. Isn't it interesting how our patriarchal society props up apex predators? But a predator is just a fucking bully who attacks the weak and the young and the helpless. They don't go after the strongest gazelle. They go after the sick, the weak, the babies, the elderly. They don't come face to face with their prey and challenge them. They sneak up on them clandestinely in the dark, because they know if they stood toe to toe and face to face, they would never measure up. Go back and watch the full original Stitch. As somebody who has done this a bazillion times, she's 100% correct. I be chumping these fools left and motherfucking right, and they don't do shit. Because ladies, they create fear in us and then use our fear to hold power over us. So anytime that you feel like you're being intimidated by a man, remember, stand firm and let him know. Also, I got another tip you can use to help protect yourself. Let me know if you want a part 2.
My husband all the time that if a man approaches me while I'm out by myself and asks me for my phone number, I'm going to give him my phone number. And I'm going to give him my phone number not because I want him, but because I want to make it back home to my husband and my children safely. Some men cannot take rejection.
So my ex on at least 2 occasions rejected men, and on both occasions it didn't go well. One of them she started to get insulted. And on the second occasion, there was a couple of men in a car, and when she rejected them, they proceeded to follow her. She had to walk around because she didn't want to lead them back to where she lived. One thing I've noticed when it comes to these type of videos is that the men think that it has to do with where the women are or what the woman is wearing, which to me is crazy because my wife was coming back from work one time and she was approached by a gentleman. She rejected him and he decided to touch her inappropriately. I don't think a lot of men understand how scary it is for a woman to be approached by a man, or the great lengths they have to go to in order for them to not be approached by men. I have noticed that 9 out of 10 women avoid making eye contact with men while out in public. I am not saying that there are a lot of men out there who wish to harm women, but I do think it's important to draw attention to this so that men can understand how their presence could affect women. I think it is fair for women to take whatever precautions they have to in order for them not to be harmed by men, even if it means avoiding men who mean no harm to them at all. Because you could teach a gazelle 1,001 ways to avoid a lion, but a hungry lion is always going to eat.
This conversation makes me to remember a video I saw. I couldn't find the video. I'll have added it to it, but I'm going to tell you what I saw in the video. The daily was like, my mom told me that when I see some certain men following me and I'm alone, what I should do is scream like a crazy person. That is another way to protect yourself from these men. You scream like a crazy person and they run because they don't know if you're okay or not. So even them, they are afraid. So they will run. And one other woman was testifying like, yeah, she has done it before. She does it all the time and it works for her. What do you think a woman can do to protect herself in public, not to get harmed, raped, assaulted by these men that are just evil? They're just evil. Some of them don't even have anything to do. They just want to wake up in the morning and stay by the roadside and look for women to destroy their lives. I just feel like that's what most of them do. What do you think women can do to protect us? For me, I feel like one thing you should do, which I know that I have not even done myself, is to get a pepper spray. Get all those teasers and everything, so that even when they try to get close to you, once you spray, they're out. Okay? And if you stay alone, there's a video I watched yesterday. The lady was like, her mom told her that now that you're leaving your parents' place, you're going to stay alone. One thing you should do is get a man's shoe and put it outside your door, so that somebody passing or someone that wants to do something harmful to you will know that there is a man in that house, so they will not want to do anything evil to you. And that makes sense, because knowing that girls are alone in a particular place, or knowing that you're even alone as a girl in a place alone, is dangerous. So men will just try to plan to come and just do evil things. I don't know. Anyways, she also went far and said that her mom told her that in a room she should have probably insecticide and also a lighter. So probably she hear noise or something, she can easily spray it and light, and there'll be fire and she runs away or something. That's another way to protect yourself from these men. When a woman or a lady is walking alone at night and probably she got raped or assaulted by any man, and she runs and screams for help, and she finds the very first person to be like, oh, this is help me, so something is happening there, the first thing the person will look at is what she's putting on and try to blame her. Probably you provoke them, why are you even putting on something short? Why maybe something I'm wearing, and okay, you're exposing your body, or what you're wearing is too tight, that is why this person came to do. They always blame women for the bad things that happen to us. They always blame us. So we have to protect ourselves. We have to be at alert. We have to be alarmed. We have to be protected. So if you're a solo traveler, I don't think it's wise for you to go out there and when you meet people, tell them that you're traveling alone, tell them that you stay alone, and tell them the exact hotel you're staying. This made me remember when Destiny Ute, you will know her, she's one of your favorites, okay? She create content just the way I do. So we traveled together we're traveling around West Africa, and we're actually in Dakar, Senegal, and we we're just on the streets. We're just taking a walk on the street. Like, okay, let us just go get something to eat. We're actually looking for a particular food that night. That evening, it was the evening. It was not even dark, and we met this man. And first of all, he was commenting on my waist bead. Like, why am I wearing waist bead? That they don't wear waist bead. He said something like in French because I don't really speak French, and so I was like, okay, bro, I just have to pull my top down so I don't want any problem. Okay. So I was going and we now saw the guy again. The guy that started following us up and down, telling us that I was just trying to have conversations with us. Then later on, he followed us to the extent that it was not getting dark. He wanted to know where we were staying. Because now he already had conversation with us. He realized that we can't speak their language. He realized we don't know anywhere. He realized that we're a visitor in that place, and he wanted to know where we were staying. So what we did was we had to enter a wrong hotel. Like, that was where we were staying because we were scared. Like, we don't want him to come to where we were staying or to know where we were staying, because where we were staying, actually anything can happen. He can just he speaks their language. You can just and they will allow him in. What are we going to do? We're going to run to in another man's country. So we had to protect ourselves by going into another hotel. So we entered there and we told him that is where we're staying, or if you want to see us, just come there and all of that. We had to stay there, stay at their lounge, stay there for like an hour or two, make sure that he has gone before we went back to our hotel. So things like this will happen when you're traveling solo or you're traveling with your friends. Most of the time you protect yourself because you don't know who is who. You don't know what person is thinking. You don't know who is going to harm you. He might not even want to harm you, might just be nice to you. But because of the things, because of the news, because of the way these men are behaving these days, you have to be at alert. You have to protect yourself at all costs. Okay, what are the things you feel like women can do to protect themselves if they're alone or they're going out, or probably you're driving alone as well? That one again is one that dangerous thing. Driving alone, especially to a place that probably you're not really familiar with, or a dangerous place. Okay, what are the things you feel like women should do to protect themselves? Let me know. Aside from the ones that we've seen in this video, let me know down in the comment section. I really love to hear your thoughts down in the comment section, because we really need to educate ourselves on how to protect ourselves these days. Because, anyways, it's your girl Myra Davis, and thank you all so much for tuning in today. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell so you can get notified as soon as I upload another interesting video like this one. And of course, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.